All right, so let's go into the next section. This is map and gallery. So again, we got here from properties and now you're in of a specific unit. Now you're in specifically number 2, the second tab. So this is a pretty simple one. So you're going to put in the country. You're going to put in your search city. So for us, we put Santa Monica. It's already there, but you would just start typing in your place, and then you could select it and it'll show up right there. See, there you go. And the map changes. We're not going to get into custom city right now. You could just put it in search city. That's going to be easy enough. And then you could choose what display options to use. So for us, we're going to just choose only display custom city. And let's go a little deeper. So now let's go ahead and put in the address. So look at where it's pointing to right now on the map and the latitude and longitude that it's putting in. Now, once I update this, it moved it, and notice that this changed as well. And if this is in the correct location for you, great. However, if it's not showing up properly, you can go to this website right here, latlong.net, and then make sure you click to address to Latlong. That would be the easiest. And then when you search it, so I'm going to go ahead and press search, press find, it will give you the latitude and longitude of the location. And let's say if that still isn't working for some reason, you can move around the dot on the map and then copy and paste these latitude and longitude as well. So those are a couple ways you can get that information. But it should show up properly, but if it doesn't, that's kind of a workaround where you can get that information. For us, we do not show the listing address on our website. That's just our preference. There are many reasons for it. We won't get into that right now, but that is something you could choose to show or not show. Even if you choose to not show it, it'll still show the vicinity for your website. So it's not like you won't get a map option because of that. So let's go ahead and click the show more map settings. So in this is where you can do your own custom map if you wanted to. I'm not going to go into that right now. I do think the Google Maps is just fine. And then this is important. I think it's going to be important for some of your travelers, specifically the airport. So how far is the airport to your destination, to your listing? I think the most important ones typically are going to be airport, train, and bus. But really the airport is going to be the most important one. And you could change it from miles to kilometers as well. So we're going to use miles in this. So I just wanted to show you that as well. So I don't know the distance off the top of my head, so I'm going to leave that blank for now, but that's where you would do that. And then you're going to put in, so for directions, this could get tricky sometimes because you're like showing them every turn, and it depends for us, and here in LA, it kind of depends on the traffic. So instead of putting this turn by turn directions, we put, use Waze, use the Waze app. That works really well in Los Angeles, or use whatever app that works well in your city, or your location for how to get around. But you could kind of put, this is like open text. You could put whatever you want here. We've decided to put some of the different ways you could get around and ways you can give your guests free rides. So we kind of put ours in there right there. And we've even put like the bird scooters and lime scooters because people do use those around the area as well to get around. And now it comes to the gallery. So this is where you upload your photos. Make sure you have high resolution photos. That's going to be really important. And then you're going to want to, so right here where it has this little box right here, I haven't updated it yet, but you're going to want to put text, like it shows up like at the bottom of the picture on your website. So this is kind of like a banner. So you could describe the different rooms and why they're important and things like that. So you're going to upload your photos here. You could drop them in here, but I want to show you a trick. And this is going to save you a lot of time because uploading the photos does take time, even with a fast internet connection. So let me show you a trick that is going to speed that up. So in the folder that you have where you're going to upload your photos, what I want you to do is number them in the order that you want your photos to show. Okay, that way you're not literally like, I'll show you what happens when you don't number them. If I wanted to move this over here, I have to move it. Now that didn't seem so bad, but when you have a lot of them that you're rearranging, it can take some time. So number them first and then label them. So call them what you want to show up here as kind of your banner. And once you do that, once you've uploaded them, I would suggest you delete the numbers because they're not going to really make sense to your guest when they're viewing it, or to the viewer when they're viewing it. But that is an easy way to put it in order, so that when you upload all of them, you don't have, like, you've already done this step and you're just literally uploading them. It makes it a lot faster. So please do that. That'll save you some time. And that way you don't have to move these around as much. Sometimes it works fine and sometimes it's not. It doesn't work as easily. And remember, as always, you want to save and continue. So on to the next section of Lodgify and setting up your properties, which is the rates. So I'll see you then.